can you spot a liar? Sometimes when people lie, they tend to give you little clues that they don't even realize they're giving. Working in the HR department, I had to interview a lot of people. And you have to be aware that sometimes they're not always telling you the truth. So I was able to recognize certain things that they may do that would show that they might not be completely honest with me. They would get fidgety. Sometimes, they would look around and not want to give you direct eye contact. Maybe pick up a pen and start fiddling with it. Nervous twitches, touching their nose, clearing their throat, covering this little spot on their throat. That's just a natural thing that a liar will do, because that'll show their anxiety and their heart rate and their breathing changes. It's just a natural thing to cover that. I had one person that was a quite good friend of mine, and when he would lie, he would scratch the palm of his hand. Did this all the time. I think probably 80% of the time he had to be lying, because he did that an awful lot. Vocal variety. People will tend to change their vocal variety. They may be talking really clear, but then as they're trying to put their story together, they may start to mumble, and after a while you can't understand what they're saying because they are now mumbling. They change their vocal variety. They'll tell you partial truths. They don't want to get caught up in a complete lie. So if they throw in a little bit of the truth, then if it comes back on them later, they can always say, well, I told you that, I told you that, I told you the truth. Answering your question with another question to set you off course. Why would I do that? I can't believe you think I could do that. Being vague. Not giving too much detail. Again, if they haven't been able to rehearse the story they want to tell, they're not going to want to give you too much detail. Their body language. They may cross their arms. They may distance themselves. They want to get a barrier between themselves, the lie, and you. Eye movement. Eye movement is a big one. We tend to point our eyes in the direction that we want to go. So if you are somebody's girlfriend and you have caught them in a lie, but they would rather not discuss it because they would rather get you in the bedroom and make you completely forget about it, their eyes may be looking at the bedroom door. More often than not, their eyes will be looking at the exit because they want to get the heck out of there. The other thing about eye movement is if their eyes tend to move to their right but your left as you're looking at them, they are thinking. They are trying to get their story. They're making stuff up. Watch the eyes. If they start to use sarcasm or joking, that's another clue. If they get angry at you. How dare you say something or even question that? Another red flag. The honesty statements. I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm being completely honest with you. You asked me to always be honest with you, and I am. Now, if somebody needs to tell you they're being honest, they're probably not. They don't need to tell you they're being honest. They just need to be honest. They'll act as the victim. The reason for why they lied was because of something else. The reason they had an affair was because she was so seductive. The reason why they did it was to save your feelings. They didn't want to hurt you by telling you the truth. Those poor people become the victim and they make excuses and they never own up to it. That lack of self-reference. An honest person will use the term I, pronoun I. I went to the store. I forgot to shut the door. Somebody that is being deceitful will replace I with you. No reference to themselves. You know, the door was left open. No reference to themselves. If caught up in deception, people become so good at it, it's hard to recognize it. And it can start so young. They can be as early as 4 or 5 years old, starting to just tell stories. And people think it's funny. And it is, it's cute. But children need to realize that that cute little story is also being dishonest. And they cannot be rewarded for dishonesty. Because it'll become a horrible habit that they'll take with them throughout their lifetime. Some people are so good at lying, I don't think they even realize that they are at times. If you get that gut feeling that somebody is lying to you, you are probably already knowing what the answer is. Do not let your low self-esteem believe their lies and allow that to continue. You deserve better. See the signs, and you can get the heck out of there.